buddy in the Honda tried to cut. Like, the fuck is you doing, bro? Wow, yo, she spit on this nigga. Oh, shit. Yeah. Buddy kicked her shit into the street. This nigga's wildin'.
Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to all the elders and apostles of GMS that taught me the truth. Peace and shalom to my falakim that are pushing the truth with honesty and sincerity, man. Shalom. This is Brother Shaw. Come back at you with another lesson. Hopefully it is edifying, man. Yeah, you seen the video of folks fighting over the gas pumps, man. We're in those times. I actually had this little article up that I wanted to read. I thought it would say, but it didn't. That's why you see me scrolling through. Yeah, because we had the woman yesterday putting gas in plastic bags, and it says U.S. government tells citizens not to fill plastic bags with gasoline. And like the brother from Mississippi, you got some stupid ass people out here, man. All right, who ultimately don't have any faith and don't have any knowledge of what the hell is going on. And I didn't have that scripture pulled up, but let's go ahead and grab that, because wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, man. Isaiah 33 and 6. We bring that all out all the time, because that's what we're in, man. Okay, we're heading into those times. Isaiah 33:6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh is his treasure. And we fear the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahweh. All right, we fear not being turned into missile bait, not being turned into worm food, man. We're just, brothers are circumspect and aware of the times that we're in, man. It's so much I wanted to put into this lesson, because so much is happening just since yesterday, man. Okay, they're ready to put troops on the ground. The IDF, they're ready to put troops on the ground over there in Israel. Israel's iron defense dome system has been broken, has been penetrated. It's going down, man. It's going down. They're offering $1 million to Ohioans for dancing with the devil. All right, which is I can say it on this channel, because this channel hasn't been strike yet, which is for taking the Maxine Waters. All right. People are panicking at the pumps. Hyperinflation is getting ready to come, and that's ultimately what this lesson is about, man. Hyperinflation and the collapse and fall of America, man. So we're gonna get into our first video, and Lord willing, that this lesson is edifying. Of course, we got to get commercials. All right, let's get into our lesson.
Portable TV. I told you just a little while ago what's going on. Gas, right? They're up because of everything going on with Colonial. We've been telling you about that, but that's not the story. The story is homes. The price of homes are up almost $70,000 from where they were last year pre-COVID. Cars through the roof. Even used cars are through the roof. Lumber, anything that you use to build new construction or remodel your home, through the roof. Metal is cheaper than lumber these days. I mean, we've been talking about the possibility of inflation coming as a result of all the fiscal policies and that went through both the Trump administration and now the Biden administration. But folks,
And the Obama administration as well. All right, the printing of money with no financial backing, man. All right, no financial backing. And you niggas thought that these stimulus checks were for free. But, you know, it was actually in the same stimulus package that you niggas would end up being taxed on the end. All right, even during the Trump. But you know what? It's too much bullshit, too much folly in Babylon, man. All right, they've got the bread and circus continuously running to keep you niggas blinded, man, and keep you people dumbed down. And the people who are paying attention to this and trying to spread some truth, they're conspiracy theories and conspiracy theorists and 10 foil hat wearers, man. Well, we've been telling you that this was coming a long time ago. I remember on my podcast channel a year ago, I had posted that inflation was coming, and some nigga was coming on my comment board talking about there will be no inflation, that the economy is booming, and all this other shit. And this was a year ago, and I went to go look for his ass just to scoff and talk shit, but I couldn't find him, and it's a good thing, you know, because we don't really have time. We don't really have time for that, man. But it's here.
if you were wondering whether it would arrive, it is here. In fact, look at this. I want to show you something. It's catching up now, right? This is what the Wall Street Journal: inflation surge rattles markets. These are the headlines everywhere. Not for nothing. I don't want to break my arm patting ourselves on the back, but we've been telling you this for about 2 years now. Brent Jabor's been telling you as well. He's been following the trend. It's here. What is it? Describe it for us.
I mean, look, inflation, as we talked about, just to give a simple point of economic, update here.
Yeah.
I mean, inflation is, as demand goes up, prices are going to follow. Now, stagflation, as you mentioned before, that's when, unfortunately, when the economy's on kind of a downturn, but we're still seeing those prices go up.
And that's what we are in stagflation. The economy is on a downturn because people are getting paid to stay at home. The printing of money is making the currency devalued, man. Okay, so there's no return in the economy because niggas don't want to work, man. I'm gonna go ahead and play this video. I get sometimes I get sidetracked, but there's a video going into the workforce is still struggling because niggas don't want to work, man. Why would I go to work if I can get a stimulus package that pays me more staying at home than working? But all that's getting ready to come is they're prepping and setting your ass up for the UBI, Universal Basic Income, which unemployment is already that anyway, man. All right, but when this economy shuts down, it's gonna go digital, and all you niggas are gonna be getting it, man. Okay, now this whole gas crisis thing might not be the end of it, but we hope that it is the beginning, the tipping point of it, man. Cause we tired of this shit. We ready to get out of here. I'm sick of seeing you stupid ass niggas. I'm sick of you sassy mouth ass nigga women out there, man. I just watched on Facebook some nigga get smoked over some loudmouth demon nigga woman, man. Live on Facebook, got his ass smoked. Okay, and so look, we're sick of this, man. All right, 2/3 you niggas have got to go, man. All right, and we hope that this is the beginning point.
The things you have to look at is it's as bad as it was. Inflation, this number, so for April of 2021 against April of 2020, that number is the highest since it was in September of 2008. I don't know if you remember, there was kind of a big deal happening around September of 2008, the Great Recession, as it were. I don't want to raise too many alarms, but the fact is, it's the worst we've seen in more than a decade at this point.
So the irony is the market is flush with money because the government is throwing helicopter money all over the place. Everybody has more money. People are then spending the money. They're buying a lot of products, so they're creating the demand, which makes the cost of the prices
Go up.
The cost of those goods go up. Right?
Absolutely.
More demand, higher price. That's what's happening.
Perfect explanation. I can just walk off the set. You just set it up right perfectly there. But Rick, to your point, I mean, like you mentioned, home prices, construction goods. You just mentioned the price that the price of metal is actually cheaper than lumber. Well, unfortunately, there's some new production numbers coming out today of the inflation of how much it costs to actually produce it, not what the consumer pays, but what like a hardware might pay for that, and even steel prices. They're going through the roof just to produce it right now. So, I mean, look, everything is more expensive. And look, it seems crazy, but if you look at the way the economy worked over the pandemic, over these last 16 months or so.
Let's continue the pantomime. I'm going to stop you because I want to continue this little scenario that you and I are drawing up. All right, so the prices are going up because there's a lot of money in the market.
Right.
People are buying a bunch of stuff. So now the only thing we can possibly do, and this is the Fed's decision, right? The Federal Reserve has to then come in and say, well, everybody's also borrowing money really cheap because it's at zero. Right? So why don't we do this? Why don't we increase interest rates so people won't be able to borrow money cheap, and that might at least push down the superfluous demand that's out there, and that could fix the situation.
Yeah, that could make it basically so there wasn't as much capital out there to spend on items, spend on things, because you have to look at.
So when is that going to happen?
Well, that's a question. Now, the Federal Reserve, Chair Jerome Powell, has said that he has no plans to actually raise interest rates right now until at least the end of this year, unless inflation stays over 2%, which this month it was at about 4.2%, I believe.
But that's an important caveat.
Yeah.
So it could happen.
Yeah, but now initially he said until it gets over 2%, and then he said, well, a median average of 2%, so that's going to be over the months that go.
But he reads the Wall Street Journal.
He does, but they've continually said that it's a transient, which means over March and April, it's going to be a short-term inflation increases, and things will level out in the coming months. So really,
Well, how could things level out in the coming months if there's going to be a trickle effect in consumer demands, and the fact that this whole gas pipeline is going to create a whole snowball effect, man. All right. So see, Esau Edom is always bullshitting and playing along, man. But we're going to get into what is it? 2 Kings. Did I have it pulled up? 2 Kings 6:24, because the scriptures speak of hyperinflation. I'm going to read to around to like the 28th. So let me bring it up here. 2 Kings 6:24. Let's see. Uh, 2 Kings 6:24. And it came to pass after this that Ben-Hadad, the king of Syria, gathered all his host and went up and besieged Samaria. And there was a great famine in Samaria. And behold, they besieged it until an ass's head was sold for 80 pieces of silver, and the fourth part of a cab of dove's dung for 5 pieces of silver. Famine, okay. Famine and hyperinflation, okay. 5-6 pieces of silver. And as the king of Israel was passing by upon the wall, there cried a woman unto him, saying, help me, my lord, O king. And he said, if the Lord Yahweh do not help thee, when shall I help thee? Out of the barn floor or out of the winepress? And the king said unto her, what aileth thee? What bothers you? And she answered, this woman said unto me, give thy son, that we may eat him today, and we will eat my son tomorrow. So cannibalism is going to come back. All right. This is how bad shit can come back and get, man. All right. Sodding their children, man, boiling their children. And you're going to have some people that will do that. Okay. You're going to have some people that won't do it. They'll starve to death. You're going to have some people that do that. And the scriptures speak of in Lamentations, man, it's better to be slain by the sword than to die of famine. Paraphrasing. Okay. The Lord Yahweh Shemel says it's easier taking a bullet to the head, man, than to pine away and die of famine. And you're going to have that, man. All right. With this hyperinflations. Okay. You got to take in consideration all things that some people are living paycheck to paycheck. Okay, hell, myself is living paycheck to paycheck, man. Okay. All right. But the Lord Yahweh, I have faith that the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah is gonna walk me through this thing, man, into the end. Okay, whatever my lot may be. Lord willing that I'm one of the 1/3, man, if not the elect. I like the Elder Malcolm says, I'll be a doorkeeper, a janitor in the kingdom of heaven, man, as one of the 1/3, man. All right. So we have another article. Actually, let me just get this definition of what inflation is, man. All right, because you got hyperinflation as well, man. All right. It says in economics, a general increase in prices and fall in the purchasing value of money. What you see, the dollar is losing its value, man. All right. And they're creating all these different damn events and these different problem reaction scenarios to hurry up and crash the economy so they can usher in a digital currency. Let me see if they have hyperinflation. In economics, inflation is a general rise in the price level of an economy over a period of time. When the general price level rises, each unit of currency buys fewer goods and services. All right, because the money is in the goods, so you won't be able to buy as many goods and services as you want, man. Okay, there's inflation going on in Cuba, Venezuela, Haiti, where else? I believe Honduras, just all over the place, man. All right, why? Because of their governments, these fiat currency systems have 100% failure rate, and that's what you're seeing. You're seeing the economies crash and fall, man. All right, and the printing of money is not doing anything but drawing shit closer. Okay, so let me see here. This is Revelations, the 6th chapter and the 7th verse, because what this is going to bring about is anarchy and chaos, man. All right, and we had opened the 4th seal. I heard the voice of the 4th beast say, "Come and see." And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on it was Death, and hell followed with him. And power was given unto him over the 4th part of the earth to kill with the sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beast of the earth. And that's the so-called pale horse, man, going into Second Esdras, the 15th chapter. Tumultuous, troublesome times, man. All right, and we've been bringing out Second Esdras, the 15th chapter and 16th chapter for a long time, man. Okay. Isaiah 24:10. Isaiah 24:10. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in. There is crying for wine in the streets. All the joy is darkened, and the mirth of the land is gone. Yeah, man, we hope this thing is dragging out. Okay, we hope this thing is gonna drag out as long as it can, and you niggas are gonna be sitting here with egg on your face, man, because you're not gonna understand or know what the hell is going on. But those crazy Negroes that were on the corner with Bibles, they were preaching but you didn't hearken, had the answers the whole time, man. All right, we had the answers the whole time. So a loss of or people not working and jobs is going to further destroy the economy, which ultimately that's what the elites want. So we're going to get into this article right here, because I seen pictures on Facebook of people walking out of Wendy's or Wendy's shut down because the workers quit, of workers in Chipotle quitting, and just various other fast food places. It says, let me see here, move this out of the way, man. It's really frustrating. Worker shortages are putting more money in employees' pockets, but could slow the economy. The Secretary of Defense, Janet Yellen, said despite the lower jobs report numbers, the country is on track for recovery from the financial toll of the pandemic. And this was on May 7th. So do you see how Esau is divided and mixed up? Here it is. Their economy is back on financial toll and from the recovery from the pandemic. But the hyperinflation or inflation is coming. We just seen on RT, the money experts were saying this. So it's a divided house, which we all know a divided house can't stand. The nationwide worker shortage that held down the U.S. job growth last month boils down to this. Many workers are seeing their wages and savings swell, but they have fewer places to spend that extra cash. Businesses that can't find enough workers are pushing their existing staffers harder, converting part-time employees to full-time and asking full-time workers to put lots of overtime in, which is that's happening with my job, man. Okay, overtime. That's providing more income to Americans who have already socked away 3 rounds of government stimulus checks, totaling to $32,000 since the COVID-19 pandemic began more than a year ago. Which, like, I didn't get that, and $3,000 ain't shit, man, compared to these bailouts that these fucking big corporations got, man. Are you fucking kidding me? Hell, $3,200 is my girlfriend's bonus. All right. In other words, workers who hunkered down at home the past year built up savings are itching to boost their spending as the economy reopens fully this spring and summer. But companies that can't find employees are churning out fewer products and services. Which so if companies that are churning out fewer products and services and ultimately shutting down, how's the economy back on point? Okay, makes no sense. They're setting aside restaurant tables that can't be served and hotel rooms that can't be cleaned. They're cracking out fewer cars, appliances, and floral banquets for special events. The labor shortages combined with lingering supply chain bottlenecks means the economy, while poised to grow briskly this year, isn't firing on all cylinders. And we hope it's not, man. They could do some more printing and prolong it, but eventually at the end it's not gonna pan out, man. All right, it's not gonna pan out. This is Amos. Actually, we're not gonna go to the Amos. It's a lot. Let's get that Jeremiah. It's a lot here, y'all. It's not gonna pan out, man. There's no healing in this place, man. Thy wound is grievous, man. All right, this is Jeremiah 51:9. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her. Let us go everyone into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even into the skies, man. This place is circling the drain. Again, we hope that this whole gas shortage trickles down and affects the truckers. There's a trucker shortage. We hope that you people continue to panic and hell and anarchy and chaos brews, man. Okay. This might not be it, but this is damn sure a tipping point. You niggas out there are crazy, man. I drove right up to a gas station. 8 or 9 pumps were open, man. There was no panic. Like, what are you people doing, man? All right. What are you people doing, man? All right. Just a faithless generation, man. So, hey, I hope this lesson is edifying. I want to give our praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and Shalom.